How is everyone today? I thought today we would talk about free energy. I watched this channel, and it's Campbell, and it's autodidactic. And he talks about, well, he talks about many things, but he talks about the mud floods and all of this. Well, the other day, he had a very interesting topic on, and he was talking about this guy who had invented free energy. So when he started talking about it, I started going there because, of course, I need things to look at. So I went and looked at this man. And his name is John Keely. So I listened to what he had to say. I went and saw what I had to saw. And then I talked to Zanfast about it. And Zanfast ended up going on Wikipedia. And he looked up John Keely. Well, they said he was a charlatan, a fraud. He's whatever man. Not a good one. And I'm sitting here thinking, that's completely untrue. That's an outright lie. Because what I saw was nothing compared to what that was saying. That Wikipedia. And then I have to wonder, why is Wikipedia lying about this stuff? I mean, just bold-faced lying. And so, of course, they have vested interests because they're a part of the cabal. Of course they are. All these organizations are. So let me tell you what I saw. Campbell was talking about him, and he was showing this machine that he created, and that there were all these investors that went into his machine because of the free energy. And basically, it was water and air, and the way the machine was designed, I guess it was compressing it, and it was actually creating energy. So I'm looking at that going, oh, okay. So I started looking into this Keely and why we don't have that energy today. Why don't we have that free energy? And this is what I saw. I even left Campbell a message about what I saw. And I started it with, this is what I see. Of course, he won't know that. So it looks like Keely, since he was a small child, was always fascinated by dragonflies and bees. He used to sit by a pond and watch these dragonflies do these maneuvers and just like these 90-degree turns, fly real fast, stop, and do all this, and he couldn't figure it out. Well, he started figuring it out. And as he got older, he started implementing some of this knowledge, and then, of course, he had other knowledge he tacked onto it, and he created this system. It's so cool looking. Everyone, please go watch, and I think I'll post his video in my description box below, so you can watch it too and see what I'm talking about. So anyway, frequency. This all deals with not just the air and the water pressurized, but the way it's designed, it deals with frequency. It's actually changing the frequency that's around the area. You can make it bigger or smaller depending on your machinery. So again, Campbell was talking about, in a different episode, he was talking about all these dirigibles that used to be all over the sky, and that's why a lot of the old pictures, they're washed out skies. And they discovered it's because of the dirigibles and the air balloons and whatever. We still have some of that left, but the technology has been completely stripped down off of it. So I looked and I saw, and thanks for coming in, that this technology that Keely had discovered, or rediscovered actually, because he didn't just discover it, he rediscovered it, was put onto the dirigibles, it was put onto the train systems, it was put onto the cars, it was put onto everything that was in the automotive field. And I was thinking, well, what happened to all of that? We had it, where did it go? Why did it go? So then the next thing I know, I'm standing looking at a group of men, Jesuit men, who are bankers. And they didn't like the way this was going with all this free energy. And they had gotten together, and they had, unbeknownst to his company, ended up owning 51 plus shares of his company, and they bought it out like that so they could shut it down. Because, oh no, we're not having this. So everything that had that technology attached to it, the dirigibles, the cars, the trains, since they then owned that company, basically stole it from Keely's, whatever, shut it down. And everything attached to that technology was shut down also, because it was the technology running all of this. And I thought, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. So I was very upset to see such dastardly deeds. But of course, these Jesuits, these bankers, they are the Kabbalists. They are the Satanists. They're the ones that deal in child trafficking, human enslavement trafficking, drugs, you name it, anything that's horrific, they're involved in it. They're the ones that took over the snow globe too. So anyway, I digress. So yes, John Keely had this. He wasn't the only one. It looks like, and Campbell mentioned this, and I had known about this person for a very long time. Ed Leedskalnin. He created Coral Castle a long time ago. And I had always been fascinated with Ed Leedskalnin. And Campbell put them two together because of the flywheel that they were using in their technology. He had the same thing. So, of course, through vibration, you can change also the weight of things, of course, which is putting like a toroidal field around something, like a dragonfly does, and it's in its own toroidal field of energy, so it doesn't matter what's outside, it can do all kinds of crazy things. I'm thinking this is absolutely the technology of all the craft that we deem UFOs, which a lot of them are our own government. They've got that same technology going because they're actually changing the inner field inside, so it has nothing to do with the outer field, and you can do whatever you want and maneuver it. You can take a 10,000 pound whatever and make it completely weightless. The Tibetan monks had done this, and they had proved it through long horns, and they hit certain keys and they could levitate huge boulders. So it's all frequency. Interesting though, very interesting. So the next thing I was listening to was Russell Gould, and he had mentioned on one of his videos where he was being interviewed that the world needed to have free energy back. And then it was like, voila, he's going right down the path that was severed to pick it up again so the world can have this free energy again. We have the means and the technology. It has to be distributed. Of course, you know, the Jesuit bankers are going to try to do everything they can to stop it, but their head's being chopped off. So the snow globe is going to become a better, brighter reality, and sooner than you think it is. So I am very happy about people who want to put free energy back into our reality, because we need to have it. Nobody should have to pay to have energy when it's in the ether, and it can be made for literally nothing. I mean, water and air, that's free stuff. You can get water anywhere, we get air right here. And making the devices are extremely inexpensive. So there you go on that too. And the implications can be grand because they were once before. So can you imagine your cars with free energy, your homes with free energy, of course, anything, jet skis with free energy, anything, trains, what have you, planes, craft of some type, free energy, which we already have implemented, but you're not on a need-to-know basis. And that's, of course, the what do they call that, the dark military, whatever, horrible. Anyway, I thought that would be wonderful when I see it all coming out too, and it's not that far in the future, that this free energy is going to be given out to the world, which was rightfully stolen from them to begin with. So, Russell Gould, kudos to you. I'm very excited about you doing this. I am more than on your side. I will always be on your side. I will always be on your side. He also said other things that I guess I was a little bit sitting on the fence about. I really do want Howlett to be able to help his people. And we'll see where that goes. We'll see where that goes. I think Hallett is a really good guy, Gregory Hallett, and I'm on his side too, and he is trying. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I see a whole bunch of stuff unfolding, and I just hope that we merge into the optimal timeline that everyone in the snow globe benefits. I do know that a lot of our countries, Germany, France, Canada, quite a few others, are completely bankrupt because of the cabal. And I want to see everybody prosper in the snow globe. Not just one group. I want everyone to prosper in this snow globe. So it's a lot to do. We have a lot of undoing to do, a lot of damage to society, to our financial system, which has been completely corrupted by the cabal and AI. So hopefully everything will get worked out. At least I'm going to do everything I can on my end to make the more positive timeline, as should you. Don't think that it's just up to other people to do it. You need to put in your mental thought, because that is the activator. We have to think these things into reality. I know that sounds hoodoo, but it actually is the way things have to be. So I guess that'll be my short video for the day. And looking into this stuff is quite interesting. I'm so glad that I found Campbell, so I could see that he found John Keely, so I could look into John Keely, and interesting stuff. Okay, everybody have a great day. Oh, go check out Coral Castle with Edley Scallon. You'll find that very interesting too. All right, everybody have a great day. Bye.